Alright, real quick, people on YouTube, I wanted to tell you I am now currently doing Twitch. Any giveaways or reactions, pretty much any videos you guys want to send me, interested in any of that, follow me on Twitch at ShoSaga_YT. Thanks for watching the video. We back. Let's continue this.
Wanda could create small random events known as hexes, subtly altering the probability of any event happening.
That's a cool way of saying she could do like one magic-y thing per fight and then be totally useless. An energy blast here, some telekinesis there, a force field if she's feeling frisky. Not exactly the same oomph as, say, the God of Thunder or the Jolly Green Worldbreaker.
But something strange was happening. Over time, her hexes increased in breadth and power, as if there was more to Wanda's powers than met the eye. She learned to slow and stop time, drain and absorb energy, duplicate herself and others, teleport to different dimensions, and even strip others of their powers entirely.
It was almost as if there was more to Wanda than just being some random science experiment. Let's ask our resident expert on the deepest trenches of character history. Jocelyn, if you will.
In reality, Wanda's powers weren't entirely the result of the High Evolutionary, nor was she the mutant daughter of Magneto, as he's claimed. Her powers weren't just some simple hexes. She might as well have been a god. Until now, she had merely been dipping her toes into the vast ocean known as chaos magic. Though her powers may have seemed to be the byproduct of science, they were in reality the gift of the Lovecraftian elder god Chthon, who attempted to turn Wanda into his future vessel.
Reminds me of my summers by the...
Now, I did remember that. They said that she had hex magic, but I think what it was, they retconned. They ended up retconning her, like, histories and stuff, so she can... If I'm not mistaken, they did this in Marvel so that she can be used in the MCU. Like, basically, originally she was part of Magneto's family and stuff, and then they retconned her so to be like, she's not even part of Magneto's family at all. She is just literally like she's literally like a super strong chaos witch from that Chthon dude, you know what I'm saying? So that makes a little bit of sense, being honest. That's crazy. So that's crazy, yeah.
See, with old Uncle Yogg-Sothoth.
In time, Wanda discovered she could alter the probability of anything she could think of, turning a mathematical impossibility into an absolute certainty, and vice versa.
That's crazy.
Wanda's powers kept growing and growing, turning her into a being strong enough to rival even the mightiest of gods. Like, literally, Wanda's chaos magic is counterpart to the Phoenix Force, the embodiment of cosmic order.
Okay, I did not know that. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. So I didn't know her power was the yin and yang of the Phoenix Force. Phoenix Force is so powerful. That means she's literally, how's she not
that fiery space chicken
that
can destroy the universe? Wanda fought it, and even briefly erased it from existence.
Wow. At her height, the Scarlet Witch achieved total control over energy, the weather, the elements, your mind, your body, your soul, all of time, all of matter, and all of reality. She can wipe you from existence with a thought and rend the very fabric of the universe as though it were tissue paper.
She isn't even limited to chaos magic either. They might not have been what made her a god, but the High Evolutionary's experiments did make her more receptive to channeling magical energy. Oh, maybe that's why Mama Boomstick always warned me about redheads.
She's so receptive, in fact, that Wanda is the lone Nexus being of the 616 reality. A focal point for the universe's magical energies, and one that belongs equally to all other timelines.
It's no wonder she was considered a candidate for Sorcerer Supreme. I mean, shit, why wasn't she? She might as well be a walking, talking Infinity Gauntlet.
Well, she may have the power of a god, but she's still stuck with a human's body that can be overpowered by physically stronger foes. Though, she also survived being shot with a black matter bullet capable of, and I quote, world-shattering energy. So there's that.
She does technically need to be able to think of a spell in order to get it to happen, so she could theoretically be blitzed. But she's also blocked Thor's galaxy-crossing hammer, kept up with dudes like X-Man who can fight within plank time, and even amp her own speed beyond the concept of speed herself.
Despite being far and away the mightiest among Earth's mightiest heroes, Wanda resented the pressure of her incredible power. She actually wanted a quiet life as a wife and a mother.
But because no one in comics is allowed to have a happily ever after, that life was taken from her by literal Satan. Not the last time he'd do this, too. Wanda snapped, and she took the multiverse with her.
By tapping into an inconceivable and unknowable pool of energy known as the Life Force,
she took everybody's powers,
rewrote all of reality, creating a new universe where life was just how she wanted it.
No matter whose lives she had to change, in this House of M, she had her family back, but at the cost of her sanity.
And it wasn't long before it all came crashing down around her. Once her family and friends discovered the lie of their new lives and turned against her, she uttered 3 fateful words and erased nearly
no more
all
mutants. That's crazy.
No more mutants.
Wanda weaved her magic throughout all of existence, created cracks across reality which spread throughout the Omniverse, and threatened to annihilate all of creation, the entirety of Marvel's infinite cosmology, everything that ever was.
Shit got dark, and while Wanda has worked to keep her powers in check since then, that threat is always there. But honestly, that sounds more like a problem for anyone who's stupid enough to get in her way.
Both a blessing and a curse, a help and a hex. Such is the true power of the Scarlet Witch.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by the Northmen.
Remind me why you need to be holding a god-slaying axe to watch a movie trailer.
Weapons of cosmic destruction center me, Wiz. And this movie's gonna be so
let me see
freaking
the
awesome,
Canada,
that'll
man.
grow
She got
back, right?
something crazy.
Come one, come all, to see the magnificent Zatana Zatara. For never was there a greater professor of prestidigital performance.
AKA magic! Except Zatana's spells aren't just smoke and mirrors, they're the real deal, so you're really getting your money's worth.
She learned everything she knew from her father, Giovanni Zatara, who put his powers to good use as one of DC's very first superheroes.
No joke, he's the guy who taught Batman everything he knows about escape artistry. He debuted the same issue as Superman, and the young Zatana was more than happy to serve as his assistant, learning everything he knew about the cutthroat world of entertainment.
I did not know he was that old.
And game shit too, but the former is way worse.
She inherited her father's incredible mystical abilities as well. Essentially, anything Zatana thinks of, she can make real. And she focuses this absurdly powerful ability by speaking her desired effect backwards. Her father based this technique on the diaries of Leonardo da Vinci, who some theorize wrote backwards in order to hide his ideas from the repressive medieval Catholic Church.
Or because he was left-handed.
That's another theory, if you hate fun.
And Zatana's apparently big-brained enough that she has no problem speaking backwards at the drop of a hat. Like when this one dude kept reversing time in the middle of her sentences, she started speaking in palindromes so that she'd still be speaking backwards no matter what.
That's crazy.
You know what they say, Wiz? Go hang a salami. I'm a lasagna hug.
Still ain't
With her
seen
magic, Zatana has bent the laws of reality to her whims. She's transmuted matter on an atomic level, teleported across dimensions, commanded the elements, turned invisible, removed powers, cast illusions, read and controlled minds, traveled through and stopped time, and can even wipe people from existence with a single word.
It might not seem obvious.
Yeah, alright. Okay. Yeah, every time I think one has a handle of the other, they got some kind of OP power. She can... I would say... Oh my gosh. So Scarlet Witch can say no more mutants is basically wipe out half the mutant population. She can just say no word. She can say one word and erase somebody. Like be gone or something. That's crazy.
He's from that hokey magic castle getup, but Zatana is one of the most powerful sorcerers in DC. Like the time she battled the Time Tailor Zor, an old enemy of the Spectre. You know, the angel of God's divine wrath.
In order to defeat an opponent of such unimaginable power, Zatana focused her magical might into shattering the boundaries of reality. She reached out beyond the very comic panels themselves and pulled Zor's entire magical universe down around him. She literally handled all of reality like it was a sheet of paper and crumpled it in her hands.
What?
That might seem completely incomprehensibly impossible to us, but it's all a matter of belief. Literally, as long as Zatana believes she can do something with her magic, she'll do it.
As she puts it, her magic is essentially asserting one reality, then replacing it with another. This is similar to other magical characters like Dr. Fate and Green Lantern, whose powers have been stated to work the exact same way.
But it's not like any rando can do magic by wishing on a star. Zatanna is genetically predisposed to this kind of magical reality warping. Her mom was in actuality a homo magi, a subrace of humans that are naturally adept at magic.
So it's no wonder that Zatana became an invaluable member of both the Justice League of America and Justice League Dark.
Characters like that should be
the
able
Shadow
to
the Hedgehog version, basically.
Zatanna harnessed an entire year's worth of sunlight into a single energy blast, created ruptures across all of space and time throughout the DC multiverse, and has even claimed she's as powerful as Superman himself. Pre-Crisis Superman, in case you were wondering. Her only limit is her imagination and will. In fact, her backward speaking is mostly a stagecraft tradition meant to boost her concentration.
In a pinch, she can cast a spell with a single thought, and I doubt anyone's running a quick draw with her. She's matched superheroes like Martian Manhunter, who's scanned every mind on Earth in a blank instant. Or how about Dr. Fate, whose magic traveled across the universe at the completely immeasurable velocity of God.
Zatanna has fended off countless reality-shattering threats like the Eldritch Upside-Down Man, Primordial Darkness that is evil incarnate, and the Void Beyond Creation, Prolaya.
This shadow goop lady ate all of DC Comics, all of creation, everything. Gods, demons, rabbits, and spandex, everything.
Bro,
and Zatanna's magic was strong enough to hold her back.
And then, after secretly implanting Swamp Thing inside Prolaya, she weaved a spell within him to literally regrow all of reality back in seconds.
Zatanna tricked a being older than God and then blew her ass up from the inside with a whole new omniverse. Abraca goddamn Dabra.
Such is the almighty power of Zatanna's will. Should it falter though, or should her focus be disrupted, it could all come crashing down
they got her
like
looking
a house
silly.
of cards. Belief is a fragile thing after all, and her powers were weakened for a time after she lost belief in herself.
And she's definitely got one big weak point.
So strong.
She's a huge daddy's girl.
Despite her amazing career, she has struggled within herself to live up to her father's legacy, especially after his heroic death.
And this MFer has died a lot of times, so Z's therapy can't be cheap, especially after dating John Constantine. Oh, I can just smell the lager and self-loathing from here. No, wait.
Oh, that's strong, John Constantine.
Questionable romance aside, Zatanna is a consummate professional raised on one singular principle. The show must go on, and she'll always finish strong with a standing ovation.
I gotta see this.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy.
We care about this month. One you are your help is.
Alright, let's see.
Thank you. And for my first trick...
She summoned a Scarlet Witch.
Ta-da! You, what sort of 2-bit sorceress do you think you are? 2-bit? Perhaps I was being generous.
Chaos magic. Oh, that's probably hate magic.
All part of the show, folks.
Zatanna's gonna win. They made a quote like, she always finishes strong.
Huh?
She summoned Superman in the car? That's dope.
I'd say this calls for an adventure.
Nah, that's crazy. That's dope. They both making, did she open the portal to make home too, or did she imagine her? They're making the Avengers fight each other.
Do you know the difference between you and I?
Well, I think the difference is presentation. And I know a trick when I see one.
That's crazy. She's reaching out the screen. I ain't gonna lie, reaching out the screen, reaching out the manga is crazy.
Universes.
You can't run forever. Now make like a magician and disappear.
They're fighting you in universes. It's like Galaxy Star thing. I honestly have no idea who's gonna win. Zatanna's crazy talking. She said no more sound, but Zatanna can do the spells in her mind. That's how she gonna win.
A disappearing act was the first thing Dad ever taught me. And for my final trick, smash it no more witches.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. Guess we'll see. Yeah, I guess she won.
And that's our show,
I
ladies and germs.
Alright, let's look at some of the comments for breakdown. I don't know, man. I've been losing a couple of death battles. I didn't know Zatanna was that powerful. Yeah, the fact that so many people didn't know Zatanna was that powerful really speaks to DC's failure to bring up the characters in mainstream. Yeah, like all we see is Batman, Superman, Justice League, but Marvel actually gave Scarlet Witch like some love. I did not know Zatanna was that powerful. I've always loved Zatanna as a character. I love her gimmick of speaking the words backwards and stuff. But like legitimately, like yeah, she need an HBO show. Like for real, for real.